Good morning. How are you? Frozen solid. Today, this is no joke. After I scraped it off, I got driving and it refrosted. It didn't warm up. So, take care today. I was going to do up and back. Oh, up and back with weight. And then W. I think I'm going to do all dumbbells for our warm-up, okay? So if you're ready, it's shoulder day, and shoulder day is traditionally lighter weight. So if you got the range from 3 to even 8, maybe 10, unless we're doing shoulder presses. I've been nailing my shoulder presses lately, feeling good and strong. So, and it took a long time. I really was dedicated to focusing in on my stretching, strengthening the rotator cuff, and physio, and then slowly building strength, and I feel really good. So there is hope, you guys. I had really long-term chronic pain, and that whole thing where you would sleep on your shoulder and then you couldn't bring it down, rolling over in bed, anything was painful. So I just say this to say, you know, it's a journey, but it's well worth it. Right? All right, so hang on. I'm just going to make sure we're all here together. There. And this should go fast. There we go. Nice butt, Kara. Good morning, Linda. How are you? All right, we're good. Okay. All set. So, for our warm-up, I'm going to go right light. I keep forgetting to bring my 5s in. I brought, I use those, I don't think I'll get them, these little plates, which are dynamite. You know, this is all you need, the little plates for 5 pounds. I actually have 2.5s over there and 3s. So, but I was at Walmart yesterday double checking. I always double check the fitness equipment, and it's loaded. Everything's there except 8s. 8s weren't there yesterday. But anyways, what I'm saying is, if you're missing out on pieces, just buy one piece at a time, okay? Like I bought for here, I bought 2 sets, 1 set of 5s. And of course they're sitting out of my car, and I'm not going out there, it's too cold. Up and back simply means up, front lateral raise, and squeeze. 1, 2, and 10. Watch the tension build in the neck. Those traps are doing their job. When they tense up, they want to help the movement. It's your job to just be aware of it and relieve that pressure in between sets, okay? It's very difficult. You could, and I've often cued it, you know, relax your shoulders, but it's almost impossible while you're in the midst of the workout. So W. So it's as if you were pulling a cable away and then rotating it up. So any way you want to mimic that movement with dumbbells, you could come right out here and squeeze in. I like to just collapse and then bring it back up. All right, so it's a W posture and squeezing your shoulder blades together, upper back, traps, and delts. Shoulder joint. You're just warming up that shoulder joint, waking up the rotator cuff, muscles, and kind of giving fair warning to the shoulder joint that, yeah, we're going to start doing some work here. I don't know how we'll get through 3 sets of this, but you're welcome to do your thing, all right? And reduce reps as we go. It's up to you. Why? 10, and then we're going to go to a straight shoulder press. Maybe a little bit heavier, eh? Good. Okay, so this is the point where most people quit because that burning sensation is uncomfortable and it's signaling, oh, this isn't right, stop. And actually what's happening, if you're in tune, is it's the initial negative response from your body. It's the initial no, and then as you go through your warm-up, endorphins and hormones and all the team comes in to help you play, okay? So don't give up in the first 10 minutes, 5 minutes. Don't. Just keep going through your movements. And even for shoulder people, even if that means no weight at all, right? Just go through the movement in perfect form, like you want to use these weights eventually for these movements, but you're not frightening your body. Okay, your brain will send messages and say, oh, that's no good, stop. And then it's up to you to gently go, maybe with one arm, the good arm, this is how you're going to do it. And then the bad arm goes, oh, I'll try and do that. All right. And the other thing I harp on is showing up for our stretch on Saturday at least. I mean, you've got physiotherapy and you've got stretches and you've got our stretch session. And even if you don't follow our stretches, use the time. You know, hold yourself accountable for that period of time. On Saturdays at, I think we do it at 7 o'clock now, or I will watch the rerun of it, or the broadcast online, and I'll get it done. So again, strategies, you guys, and one of them is not quitting. Oh, the why. Good. Release tension. You know, check it out. See where that tension leads to. If there's a kind of a twinge up here, stretch into it and see if it, you know, the trajectory lines up with the problem you have down here. That's a lot of things that don't make sense, but really do. You got to take the time to figure it out. I don't know about you, but I'm feeling pretty warmed up from those 2 sets. If you want to go ahead and do the 3rd set, that's on you. Go ahead. I'm going to go ahead for the working sets now. So the next one is 4. I guess you would call it a giant set. So we're going to go upright row, and I'm going to stand up for that one, and then seated laterals, and then you got your band lateral, right? Good. And then a press again. This press work at bringing it up a little bit from your warm-up set, okay? I'm just going to move this back a titch because I really like to anchor my band around here. For the side laterals, that might be a lot. Get my red ones too. This is why it's so nice to have several resistance bands. And again, I saw them at Walmart. There's a beautiful range selection for bands. Okay, upright row. And I'm going to go here for, to start out with. Okay. Here and there. Okay, upright row. I'm pulling with my upper back, okay? Not just my arms tugging away. It's my arms raising is a result of my muscles contracting. Good. Seated laterals. I'm going to go here, right here. So just remember that compared to your back, your chest, your legs, this is a small muscle group, right? They're small and they're going to fatigue quicker, okay? And we're pre-exhausting with all these little movements, and then we go into the big movement, which is the press, using all three heads. So just be aware on any given day that this might feel great, it might feel horrible, right? I forgot the band. Hopefully you went for it, picked up your band and did that first. And then these presses, I'm telling you, even without the band laterals, it's gonna be tough. And I'm gonna get myself some support for this one. And if you have a bench that goes to an upright position, then I do that, okay? So we were supposed to go from the side laterals to the band laterals. All right, which would have been, ouch. Ready? When you're ready. So you might still be finishing up your presses and taking your rest. And I'm going to go back into my upright row. Okay? Seated lateral and then band lateral. Three. Burn, baby, burn. We got this. Press with support or not. I just find at this point you're fatigued and the body, the posture starts breaking down, right? And leaning into your back, which causes a problem. So with support, we're focusing totally on the shoulders and the press. And safe down. Good. Alrighty. Alright, we got one more set of upright row, seated laterals plus banded laterals, and then the press. And we're moving into Arnold. Unilateral Arnold, this is what we're going to do today for this, and we're going to press with one hand for Arnold. This is going to take some time. I think we're going to go 10 and 10, 8 and 8, 6 and 6. All the 10s are... And then we're going to go right into front raise on that side. Now, you can choose to do the other way. You can go Arnold on one, Arnold on the other, then front raise, and then front raise, or you can double up your Arnolds and double up your raises, right? That's where it comes in, where you adjust your workout to suit how you feel today, okay? Here we go. Upright row. I just want to point out that my 10 rep set for these upright rows, if this was a standalone exercise, if it wasn't in a great set, I would probably be lifting more weights, right? But it's put together with, you know, 3 other exercises. So my 10 rep set now, the weight is going to be a little lighter, I think. That's just what I wanted to point out. People think, how much weight should I lift? It's like, you've got to use your intuition and understanding of the rationale behind this set. Pre-exhaust, 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 and then hit the press. There we go. I always get really muddled up here. Oh, didn't we say that we were going to go 10, 8, 6? Yeah. Okay. Go with the flow. And 10. Alrighty. So, do you have any more band work here? I don't think so. I'm going to take another pair of dumbbells out, kind of in between what I have here, just in case it gets ridiculous. All right, so we're gonna have everything ready to go. Oh, I know, we said that this next one, we would go 10 and 10, 8 and 8, 6 and 6, all right? So, wow. Just thinking here, I can go heavier as we go down. Alrighty. Arnold. An Arnold is simply a shoulder press in front, but it rotates. So if that causes difficulty, why not do a few sets with no weight at all and rehearse the movement and allow the central nervous system to take messages back to the brain, and the brain will adjust, all right? And then it will allow for that movement to happen, and then slowly put more weight on it for over months, over weeks. There's 10. And I'm going to go with 5s for my front lateral raise. Control the descent as well, okay? That's a lot of work happening on the eccentric portion of that movement. Oh, concentric is muscle shortening. Eccentric is muscle lengthening. Under pressure is a lot of work, and it's an important part of the process. And 10. I feel it in my brain that I would like to tip off and away. So if you find yourself losing good form and good posture, take a moment to reset. Okay, second set for Arnold. I'm going to go up and wait. I'm going to try for 8. Good. Ah, ooh, haha. Tricky. Let's go. Watch as you go up and wait that you don't compensate by bouncing at the bottom and using momentum and causing that, you know, stress and strain in your joint. Mmm. 8. Perfect. Perfect. Okay, this last one's going to be tough. I don't think you have to lift any more weight. You decide. You really could go up another little bit. But for me, I'm sticking here and getting some really good reps out. For 6. Safe in, safe out, right? That last rep, it's almost like, oh, just done, right? Hold on to the movement pattern to the last minute, last second. Good. Almost done here. And then we just have, we got the front raise again, but we're going to use heavier weights. You might even use a little momentum, okay? We might use some metabolic work in this last set. All right, and I'll show you what that means. So what I mean by that with the dumbbell front raise for 8, that means heavier set, but watch your shoulders, okay? Going too heavy on the shoulders is really gonna displace the work into muscles and tendons that might not be ready for it. So that's when I said to use a little metabolic action. All right, so what do I got there? Oh, a clean and press. Yeah, this is good. All right, so front raise, 8. And I might just use a little bit of my body momentum. 8, and then right to a clean and press, which is a whole body movement. Metabolic, lots of muscles are working, so there's a lot of respiratory action. And depending on how recovered you are from that leg day, which doesn't seem totally possible, that could be up-tempoed. You might use that as your HIIT training for today, this last section. Skip the Tabata. All right? Rear Delt Fly. You might be supported, seated and supported, or you might be in a forward lean. Good. Alrighty. Yeah, I'm going to scooch right out after this because I got to take my mom's cat to the vet. So I trust you to stay for your stretching. All right. Shoulder stretching. And Tabata if you are up for that today. I think it would be a really smart idea to use some sort of a lower leg focused movement to break up any pain that you might be experiencing. That was brutal yesterday. Alrighty, front lateral raise. Front lateral, front raise. Clean and press. Rear Delt Fly. One more set. Alrighty, good job, you guys. Alrighty. Front lateral raise, front raise. Front raise. These are lateral raises. I don't know why I put front lateral together. Lateral. Good job. Okay, don't forget to stick around for some stretches right there. That's a nice one for your whole body, posterior chain. And then for shoulders with a heavier weight, just these hanging rotations, just loosening up all the tension in the tendons and ligaments, both directions. This was actually a physiotherapy recommended movement for shoulder. Good. Anyways, I'm signing off quickly, you guys, because my mom's gonna be freaking out wondering where I am. So have a great day. See you tomorrow for arms and abs. And that's all. Stay warm. It's all good. Thanks for coming.